Wagyu Khalsa, Wagyu. If they're going to look at the art of war of the Khalsa army. If you look at the Khalsa army, the Khalsa Burki was created to protect humanity, get me, for righteous justice, and to fight injustices, brutality, and cruel evildoers. You know what I mean? Stick up for the oppressed, fight oppressors. That's why God Burki was created, and Guru Gobind Singh Ji gave us codes of conduct to make sure that we always remain fighting justice. And these code of conducts help us ensure that we don't commit injustices, because the whole purpose of the Khalsa is to fight julm, not to commit julm. So it's to fight crime and not to commit crime, you know what I mean? So if we don't follow these rules of conduct, then you will end up committing crime, do you know what I mean? So we'll look at the rules of conduct, yeah? So if you look at the Khalsa, we had one of the first wars, main wars we had, was with the Mughals. The Mughals were oppressors. They were evildoers that wanted to convert the whole world to Islam with the sword. Do you know what I mean? So Sikhi defended itself, defended its roots, and we went to war with the Mughals, but there was codes of conduct we didn't break. The Mughals' code of conduct, yeah? They used to rape our women and kill kids. The women used to be raped to dishonor and humiliate their enemies, womenfolk. So when they raped women, they would, like, you know, mentally play mind games with the Singh's head, you get me? Kids used to be killed so the Sikhs are eliminated from the face of earth. So one war strategy of the Mughals was, you know, these kids are going to grow up to be our enemies, just to wipe out the whole race is the best thing to do. So they used to kill no innocent kids, you get me? And what they used to do, if they couldn't catch the Singhs, they used to imprison innocent family members of the Sikhs. Innocent civilians were targeted and killed just for being Sikhs. So Sikhs were killed whether they were fighting the war back against the Mughals or whether they were not, just for being Sikh. So, you know, if you look at the Mughals, they were an army full of anger, revenge and brutality. They burnt down innocent Sikh people's houses to abolish Sikh towns after they robbed, looted, raped and killed. Many times their acts of rage were taken out on innocents due to the build-up of frustration from defeat. So the Singhs used to defeat them, and the Singhs used to go and hide in the jungle, and these lot, not scared of the Singhs or couldn't find in the Singhs, they went to the families, innocent Sikh civilians or the Sikhs that didn't fight, and just done them. Do you know what I mean? So they committed unjust violence and crime in an inhumane manner. So that was the, like, code of conduct of the Mughals. So, but if you look at the Khalsa, because the Khalsa is God's army and fights for righteousness, we had a totally different code of conduct. You get me? The Khalsa only punished the guilty. The Khalsa never harmed innocents or put their life in any sort of danger. Do you know what I mean? So the recent struggle the Khalsa had in, like, 1984 or whatever with the corrupt government of the times, where the Air India plane got blown up or something. A lot of people say it was the Indian government's conspiracy to give the Sikhs a bad name. Some people say it was some Sikhs. But if it was some fake Sikhs, then, you know what I mean, they killed innocents. That's dread, you get me? They ain't no Sikh of the Guru, you get me? The Guru Gobind Singh Ji is giving us certain rules, certain code of conduct that you should never break. Do you know what I mean? Okay, so the Khalsa never touched civilians or raped women or even thought of harming harmless kids. The Khalsa never looted or burnt down Muslim civilian towns, you get me? Khalsa was an army full of compassion and might. They stood up for righteousness and defended the human rights of people, you get me? The human rights of people. The Khalsa should never commit crime on people, you know what I mean? So if you get full of anger and rage and that you're not a true Khalsa, you know what I mean? The Khalsa has code of conduct. You're here to fight crime, not commit crime. So any Khalsa soldier who violated the code of conduct was dealt by the commanding officer accordingly. These days, everyone calls himself a Khalsa, but many Sikhs have a Mughal mentality. It's disgusting. Sikhs go around saying the Khalsa this and the Khalsa that, but they commit actions which the Khalsa stood against. Sikhs these days are full of double standards and hypocrisy. It's a shame. No wonder Guruji doesn't do grip on the Khalsa army. So all these fake things that are going around smashing innocents up and doing this, just doing things out of rage and that, yeah, and not using the brain. Sikhs only fight in self-defense if they have to, do you know what I mean? And, like, all these mad things that Sikhs are doing, you're shame on the Khalsa, really, get me? Because you ain't living by Khalsa principles, you ain't keeping to the art of war what the Guru gave us. So how can you be a Khalsa, you get me? So look at Saki in Banda Singh Bahadur's time. A Muslim woman got raped, and she came to Banda Singh Bahadur, or the family came to Banda Singh Bahadur, and she lined up his little forge, and she picked the geezer that raped her, and the Singh said he done gulti, and Banda Singh Bahadur stood the Singh up, got a cannon and blew him away with a cannon. Get me? So that shows the Khalsa don't take sides. The Khalsa has no loyalty towards no one apart from the right and the wrong. The Khalsa always fights for the right and always sticks by the right. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.